I was worried for my life. Nurse who was abducted at gunpoint by 3 teenagers and forced into the boot of his own car says he didn't think he would survive. A nurse who was allegedly abducted and robbed at gunpoint has spoken out about the horrific ordeal. Joe Brooker had finished work at Pindara Private Hospital on the Gold Coast on Friday night and was walking to his car when the alleged attack took place. The 25-year-old said he feared he would be murdered, and worried about what his family would do if he was no longer around to take care of them. I was worried about my family and obviously for myself. I wasn't sure what these guys were capable of, he said. I was worried for my life. I thought I would be in hospital for a very long time and I'm extremely lucky that I've come off with just a few bruises and a few cuts. Police arrested 2 18-year-olds in Southport on Saturday and questioned a 16-year-old in Ashmore in connection to the alleged abduction and robbery. The 18-year-olds were taken into custody after police searched several Gold Coast homes in relation to the incident, but neither teenager has been charged. A 16-year-old boy at the Southport address where the 18-year-olds were found was released after being questioned. The group allegedly kidnapped Mr. Brooker as he was walking to his car on Alchurch Street in Benna about 3:30 am on Friday. Mr. Brooker had finished work at Pindara Hospital when 4 men, allegedly armed with a gun and a knife, allegedly demanded drugs. The nurse was allegedly pushed into the back of his own car and taken to an ATM on at Parkwood where the thugs allegedly demanded he withdraw $500. He was then allegedly forced back into the boot before his attackers crashed the car into the fence of a house in nearby Ashmore and fled the scene at around 4:20 am. The owner of the house said the nurse had wounds on his arms and had been abandoned inside the car while it was still moving. A car rolled back into our fence, took our fence down and landed in our backyard. That's when I got up, resident Samantha told 9 News. I looked up and there was this young man covered in blood. He just looked up at me, looking out the window, and said help me. Another resident said he saw a man sitting in the gutter with blood on his head and also on his spine. Mr. Brocker's mother said her son is now recovering after he was treated for minor stab wounds and grazes, however the family are all shocked. A 16-year-old boy found near the crashed car in Ashmore remains in Gold Coast University Hospital. Detective Inspector Mark Hogan told reporters on Friday Mr. Brooker didn't appear to know his alleged attackers and was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's extremely concerning that this person is going about their own life and it's drastically interfered with, Detective Hogan said. It might change him forever, who knows.